Hello and welcome back to our coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic right here on 2K Sports. Time now to head out to the 15th. Let's hope for a flourishing finish. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Well played. An opportunity for a birdie here. And the putt drops, now 11 under, heading down the stretch.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Leading by 5 shots after that.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
All right, Rich, a couple of strong par 4s remain, starting right here at 16.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving hole. You must keep it out of those 3 bunkers that dot both the right and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're going to have a second shot that's fairly flat, and funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here, nothing worse.
This lie's not great.
Yeah, this is lovely.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, what a super shot.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And back to the play, shall we? And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The last of the real scoring holes comes here at the penultimate hole, the 17th, the par 5, stretching at 575 yards.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who like to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
And here we are with the third shot. How close was that to going down? A chance for a birdie if this goes down. That will drop, and it will extend the lead. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. The finishing hole, Rich, an old world classic.
It is definitely that. Players are going to want to aim out to the right-hand side, away from the bunker and the water that is down the left-hand side. And from there, they're going to go in with a short to middle iron for their second to a green that tilts pretty significantly from back to front. This truly is a wonderful finishing hole.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
Yeah, that one's looking good. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last. It's all come down to this. Putt for the title. And ladies and gentlemen, there is your Rocket Mortgage Classic champion. Great performance this week.
And a great win on an old-style golf course by this player. Way to go, our Rocket Mortgage Classic champion.
Well, there you have it, Henny. This player was unable to take them down before, but now they've finally done it. They've won this rivalry.
Indeed they have, Luke. If at first you don't succeed, try again. They took that saying to heart and they came out on top.
On behalf of Rich Beem, Henny Koyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Knot Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey, Luke and Rich. I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round. And I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Certainly excited to seeing this one. Strap yourselves in. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, nice looking putt. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
And this is a lovely time of the broadcast to head down to our man on the ground, John McCarthy, who's been striding the fairways all week. What are we in for at Huckleberry Country Club?
Well, Luke, we are in the forest this week. We've got a nice inland course here at Huckleberry Country Club. That being said, there is room if you should miss the fairways. The forest doesn't really creep in like it does on some of the other courses on tour. The fairways tend to pinch in at the landing area quite a bit. almost always a bunker combined with this pinching in of the fairway. So off the tee, got to be careful. Look out for the 5th hole, par 3 at almost 250 yards from the back tees. It's a monster. Things get more dramatic as you start the back 9 here. We have a big leg that starts to come into play on holes 11 and 12. Lots of different things to worry about on this course, but I think the players out there are going to have some fun with it this week. Let's see what happens.
Just didn't drop. Oh, that's too bad. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And that puddle drop. Well done. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Currently 1 under for the round. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage. Well struck. Second shot here on the 3rd. Going with the hybrid.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
It was going to take 2 mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
Oh, how good was that? That'll help make a big move. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. Teeing off here at the 4th. Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Here's Lydia Ko. And they've found themselves in the first cut.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Get excited. This could go in. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. This hole is a par 3.
Going for less club here.
Good shot there, Beamer. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
It's on a great line. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Not a bad line, this one.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Sitting at 1 under. Trying to break into the top 10. Let's return to live play now. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Good sounding strike, that one. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ooh, that almost went down. Currently -5. Currently in the lead. Big time play, that one. At the right time, too.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Now look how they attacked this one.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here at the Huckleberry Country Club, the 7th hole is a good par 4, measuring just under 450 yards.
Luke, with water down the right-hand side, most players are going to be taking a driver out and bailing down the left-hand side. Maybe something less to avoid that fairway bunker down there. Still a fairly generous fairway. From there, second shot plays downhill, about a half a club. Generous size green, bunkers kind of dotting all sides of it, but not overly difficult. I think you're going to see a fair amount of birdies here.
Should find the green.
What a skillful approach shot. This player not holding back in their rivalry with Lydia Ko.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. A 9-foot chance here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This one started out on a good line. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 6 under. And now that finds him in first place. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Going with the 7.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Left yourself an opportunity. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And that will take him to 7 under. Why not take another look at that effort?
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. This shot here near the 200-yard marker. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Opting for the 5-iron. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
didn't that look good for a long time? And from the greenside rough here. Well, that shows the hands of a surgeon, doesn't it?
My surgeon's hands were a little shaky. That's why I have the scar.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's got momentum now, just birdied the last hole.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Oh, well done. And he's down there.
Yeah, fair amount of elevation here. They're going to have to be careful that they club up because you do not want to be short.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. This putt is about 8 feet.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Nice line. That's a great putt to make, especially for an eagle. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Well, she's got that 4th place spot now.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Well, this 11th hole, Rich, at the Huckleberry Country Club makes you feel like there's a chance to get a birdie on the card.
Absolutely. I love this tee shot. Plays straight downhill. You see a picturesque lake in the background right there. So it's always difficult to judge exactly how far your tee shot's going to end up. Lay it up just a little bit more than you think in order to avoid that water. Second shot continually downhill. Bunkers short and right of it. Not really going to come into play. Love this hole. Love the fact that birdie is a definite possibility.
Here we have the second shot into the 11th. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Putting for birdie here. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
Yeah, you'll take that. Now 5 shots up after that hole. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. And choosing the 8-iron here.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Playing this shot from the sand. Well, that shot took some serious skill. And a par putt awaits him. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's currently in 5th place.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Currently at 10 under par overall. They say the 13th is an unlucky number. but I don't see it for you. The tee is yours. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Going with the 8-iron here.
Nicely done.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Was on a good line. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe? That's not the shot he's hoping for. Second shot here on the 14th. Going with the 5-iron here. Good option. Take your medicine and try and get it up and down from there. Getting ready to play their third. Wonderfully played. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
This one's tracking.
Never mind. Go and tap it in. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4. Oh, absolutely flushed. Time for the second shot at the 15th. Nicely done. What's in front of them, Henny?
18-footer here is what he's facing. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Second shot here on the 16th. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. A birdie putt awaits. Good stroke. Oh, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Now 6 shots in front after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Top effort, that. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
He sits in first position. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Playing from around 190 yards out.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Going with the 6-iron here. And he's hit that inside the range. This putt for him to win the event. Oh, I thought that one was going in. But what a wonderful display this has been. And this putt is for a finals. And how about that? Victory is yours.
Give that player a high five. Unbelievable what kind of form they're in right now. It is absolutely amazing to watch.
This is pure dominance.
Pure dominance.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone. And they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the first stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today's coverage of the FedEx St Jude Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Yeah, thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Well, Henny, I'm a little jumpy in my seat and I can already see the man beside me sniggering. Rich Beem knows he's taken down Tiger once in his life, but I think it was only once.
Luke, please, please, please don't get Rich out of his box. Once we do that, we can't put him back in. Although, I will give him that he's done it. He's shown that Tiger can be beaten, but come on. Can it be done today? It's Tiger Woods.
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it. He's currently tied for fourth. The second at TPC Southwind presents the first real birdie chance. Just a short par 4 playing 401 yards. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you?
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Looking for another birdie here.
Wonderful shot. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
At -2, going along nicely today.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The third hole at TPC Southwind's a strong par 5 measuring over 550 yards from the back tees. A bit of water comes into play here on the second shot, so be mindful of where you leave your approach. Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport. And all of a sudden, he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you know, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And, you know, everybody else was just kind of sitting there and all going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
That one's heading down Broadway. Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era? Just how dominant he was.
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders. because even when he wasn't, his game was still good enough to beat most everybody in those fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself against the best. However, if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at. Their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is. But Tiger really made you take a long, hard look at your game and figure out where it's at because you knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
Well, that's an early statement right there.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The strategy at the 6th here at TPC Southwind on this par 4, measuring just under 450 yards from the tips, is to position your drive from the tee to give a clear shot into this green. That should find the cut stuff. And Rich, we talked about so much and we heard so many of them throughout the years. A Tiger roar just sounded different to any other roar on the golf course. Explain just the energy of that and what you endured.
Well, the Tiger roars usually involved about 35,000 folks, and any other roar was about 3,500. So that was already a massive difference. You just knew it. There's just an energy in the air. When you heard a roar go up, you immediately could tell whether it was Tiger or it was somebody else. And it all kind of depends on how you were affected by it. And I think that where a lot of players got into trouble was listening for the roars and listening what kind of roar it was. And when they let it into their head that it was a Tiger roar, then I need to do something better. I need to change it up real quick. And in fact, that's probably what hurt them more than anything else. But listen, when Tiger did something fantastic, everybody on the golf course knew it was him.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Nice shot that. That should find the surface. This putt to get to 7 under the card.
Little birdie look in here.
Well, that's a nice line. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Still in the lead now after that hole. The 8th hole at TPC Southwind is a really nice short par 3 measuring just 164 yards. This green has been recently contoured, so accuracy or distance control off the tee is paramount. Choosing the 9-iron here. Outstanding shot. High quality.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
This one's for birdie. How close was that to going down? This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. The finishing hole on the front nine here at TPC Southwind plays downhill towards a dogleg right. There's a big body of water, the short front left of this green, so make sure you've got enough club to reach the surface. Oh, that was pure. This shot from 120 yards.
They've decided to club up.
Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Opting for the 9-iron.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
That was a beauty.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Go on, get in the hole. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's check in with Tiger Woods. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. After that hole, this player is currently in 1st place, with Colin Morikawa in 2nd. The par 3 11th at TPC Southwind measures just 162 yards. The looks can be deceiving here. While it looks pretty, it can bite you. Make sure you've got enough club here on approach. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. A well holed, he'll take the birdie. Well, with that good play, this person is now in 1st on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in 2nd. The par 4 12th is only a short one, measuring 406 yards from the tips. But you need to be very accurate off the tee. Avoid that huge water hazard to the right, and that'll give you the best angle into this green. Any drive that's pushed left will make it a difficult approach, and be wary. There's water over the back of this green, which you can't see. Yeah, that's a great play, Rich. Not quite on the dance floor, but a mighty drive.
Setting themselves up for a birdie, hopefully an eagle.
Ooh, that almost went down. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Sitting at 3 over. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. The 13th at TPC Southwind is a strong par 4 that plays uphill and a slight dogleg to the right. It requires a big drive up the right half and then a very accurate approach. There's a heavily bunkered green there, so make sure you hit your approach in the right distance. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
This one is all over it.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. This putt coming up is for birdie. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. The 14th at TPC Southwind is one of their signature holes. The par 3 that plays downhill considerably long, around 240 yards, is hit over a big body of water to the right. Fortune favours the brave here. If you need a birdie, go flag hunting. Otherwise, lay up to around 20 feet left. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Yep, that shot safely on the green. Here's a chance to get to 12 under.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Didn't that look good for a long time? 7 feet to the cup. It's on a good line. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. Accuracy is required at the par 4 15th, just 395 yards off the tee. Players like to lay back to give them their right number into this green. And there's a little creek that meanders through the centre of the fairway here and up to the right side of the green. So make sure your approach is accurate. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold. Rolling end to end. This looking nice.
Beautiful shot.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Well played, mate. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
The final par 5 at TPC Southwind is a good one. Up the hill, Rich, and a chance to get there in 2.
Second shot back up the hill at 16. Bunkers on the front left and back right of this green. Could pose some problems. However, this hole generally plays the easiest on the golf course. Go ahead. Take it on the flagstick with your second.
Opting for the 5-iron.
This one's left of the green.
This putt here to get to 14 under the card. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Surely it's going to.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
The penultimate hole at TPC Southwind is a very strong par 4, measuring 490 yards off the back tees. There is a little creek that runs through the centre of the fairway here, but that only catches the biggest of drives. There's 2 big trees either side that you want to position yourself in the middle of, so then you can hit a clean shot to the green. 2 strong shots required to get onto the surface, and even once you're on the green, par isn't assured. Opting for the 6-iron. And tidy looking shot, that one. Oh, tidy looking shot, that.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Oh, how about that one? After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. Well, the finishing hole at TPC Southwind is an absolute beauty. There's been some heroic moments like hole-out eagles, and there's been triple bogeys that have cost championships. Your job is to get the ball safely into the fairway here. If you're not a long driver, don't take on the corner. But if you can, it'll leave you just a short iron in, a chance to seal a victory with a birdie. Playing this shot from 120 yards. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation. Come on.
Well, Rich, they say winning becomes a habit, and this player's certainly making a habit of it.
Absolutely. All tournament long, they just played outstanding golf. Hats off to them.
Sometimes you've just got to stand and applaud. That was a performance for the ages.
It's just one of these wins where you just want
of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.